Hey guys, this is Heretic, and in the last video, I was coming back after taking off for a few months. You know, there's new stuff in the game that I haven't seen that's come out since, while I was out. And I was looking for a realm to play on, and I think I found the one that I'm gonna stick with, and it's Realm 1745, which is the newest one right now. It's on fairly new world map. A lot of my friends came over who I'd played with for a long time. All of you are welcome, obviously, to come over and play and enjoy, the experience of a new realm, and maybe we can get to know each other and play together and do some great things. But here I am, just to kind of give you an update of what I'm focusing on and what I'm doing as I'm starting off new, and I'm starting off in a way where I'm trying not to spend as much as I would have in the past. I have spent, just, for clarity, and I'll show exactly what I've spent and what I've spent it on. I did make the mistake, so I will say that you never want to spend on resources. And really, you shouldn't spend on speed ups. You should focus on your tech, which I've done some of, and I'll show you here. I do have, and I'm buying the small packs, so I'm not spending on the big packs to try to jump up my artifacts really fast. I have gotten some of the small packs here. I've got a small pack there. Let's see, other things that I've spent on. Once I got to 20, I was able to spend on a totem, on a little bit, so it's still, oh my goodness, right here. It's still a baby totem, just starting off, but I have not spent a lot on this. Let's see, I'm trying to keep up with my buildings as I rank up. I'm not the top rank. Usually I would have gone crazy to stay ahead of everybody, but that's less of a desire for me this time. I don't need to be the biggest castle in the realm. I want to build it the right way, and I want to be cost effective. So I will say that I haven't been as cost effective as I should have been, honestly. But I am trying to do it the best way that I can, keep my ego in check, and get resources through the game just by normal play as much as I possibly can, and not spending. When I am spending on resources, I would say that I am just spending on the smaller packs. If you look at what I have available here, I can show you on the weeklies. And again, I'm only spending on W coins. It makes it a lot easier for me to track my spending. I'm not actually buying packs in the game with dollar amounts. So once I've spent the W coins that I buy at a particular time, I'm done. So I'm trying not to go higher. Like, I've gone to the 19th, so I've got the $4.99 and the $9.99 pack on the weekly alliance deal. I've probably given out all of that I can on the rewards, the gifts. So you can see here, I haven't gone even the $6.99s. On the dailies, I did the same thing. I did go to $19.99 on this one. And I'm doing it for the Lord a little bit. It gives you a little bit of everything, so I do like that one. I haven't spent on that. I got the Aegis, the Athena's shield up to the 29. I didn't get that. I didn't get higher than this, which I might still do that. Didn't get higher than that. On the monthlies, you can kind of see I'm not blowing it all the way through like I might have in the past. Like, one thing you want to do for the long term is not overspend. And it's so easy because honestly, the games are made to make you want to spend, right? We all have egos, and so one of the biggest things that you need to keep in check to be a small to medium spender is your ego. There's always going to be someone that spends more. For every heretic, there's a panda out there that would spend a whole lot more. They have a lot more disposable income, right? And that's okay. Can deal with that. I'm not driving the Ferrari. All right, so the thing that you want to do in the beginning of the game is you want to make sure that your stamina never hits 100. So what I mean by that is you should be using it. So hit the monsters as much as you possibly can. And you want to do that because each time you attack them, you get Lord XP, and you get some resources and some other things. So I'm not farming right now. I'm not, other than from the quest where it requires you to gather a certain amount of X, I'm not farming. I have no farms, right? So that's the next thing I really need to focus on, because I'm getting to that point where I'm not overspending on resources and speed ups. So my timer is going to be long when I'm upgrading, and the resources are going to get really high. I'm going to need those farms building. I can show you right now. I'm going to 21. I still have 4 days left. I have no speed ups to do it anymore. I'm trying to not have a paper castle, which is not a good thing to have, right? So a lot of people, they see this, right? What they want to do is be at the top of the rankings. So they just push up as high as they can. And then what happens is all of the other buildings are really low. They have no tech or whatever. And I know these guys right here, they're getting to a certain level, and this is not a dumb thing, right? You get to a certain level, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to focus on getting all my other buildings up to this level, and I'm also going to focus on my tech. And somebody might pass me, and that's what happened. I was up to 18, and I was ahead of everybody else. I'm like, okay, I'm going to chill for a little bit. I'm going to slow build, and I'm going to try to catch up my other buildings, and I still have a ways to go. So I'm not overly, stressed about being the highest. I would rather make sure that my medic tents are high. I want my hospital to catch up. I want my college to catch up, and I want my research to be there, right? I don't want to fall behind on my research. And this time I'm mage infantry, so I've only done this once. This is all new for me. It makes it more interesting, right? When you start off in a new realm, sometimes it's good just let's do something different. So this is doing something different for me. And so I'm going to keep researching. I'm going to keep my research going, and I'm going to push these as well, my development, and I'm going to push my resources up as high as I can while it's cheap, right? While you get the short timer. So just keep things going. I'm not, you don't want to let things sit. You want everything that you can going. You want to be adding more of for infantry, your even tiered infantry, right? Because I know that once I get to 22, I'm going to push my front line big time, right? That's going to be my big focus. Right now, I'm going to have a little buffer. I'm going to have some infantry to buffer for me, so to take those losses that are a little bit easier to build up later. I'm not burning through all of my speed ups for my troops. I'm going to save those to the Strongest Lord event. We'll have the Strongest Lord event. We're just starting off, right? So in a week or two, we'll start that first Strongest Lord event. It won't have a kill event on it. It does give rewards. It's worth doing, right? All of those little rewards that you get from all of the events in the game are really worth doing. So one thing that's really new to me, which I do like a lot, is Savior of Order. And so I pushed through on the easy, and I finished all of that, right? So now I'm over to the hard. And if you haven't played this before, I'm going to show you a little bit. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's a completely different game. Anyone that plays War and Order knows is they do a good job with these kind of mini games. So, with all of these little things to keep you interested in it. And this is really cool. So you start off, you pick some skills. Let's see if I pick that. It throws a little tower on the ground. And you kill these monsters. And your goal is to survive, I think it's 300 seconds, 3 minutes. And you can add skills as you go, as you level up. Here, and you level up from the little coins after you kill something. And so far it's been pretty easy, but I have a feeling it's going to get hard as I go. And I really like this broken slash. And I like to push that one up as high as I can because it lets you hit from different sides, and you can do the refresh and 3 swords. So it is fun. It's different. And you get little rewards from it, which it makes it worth doing. And it's a kind of a time killer. So when you're doing other things, let's say you're farming, or you've sent off to kill some monsters and now you're just kind of burning through some time, you're waiting for something. It gives you something to do in the meantime. So I like these little mini games. Get another one of those. I'm learning it, but all I'm doing is moving, not standing still. Know how much more, I don't know. If it gets, once it gets harder, there's more strategy to it. But right now it's pretty easy. There we go. Can max that out. Now it makes the rest of it kind of easy. Pull in all those. Level up again. So it is fun. It's kind of like a tower defense type game. Mini game here. But there's a few new things in the game for me. I would say this is probably the biggest one, being out for 4 months. I think most of the rest of the game I'm pretty prepared for, pretty used to doing. One of the most important parts, the best parts of War and Order and games like this is the community and being able to meet people, talk to people, play together, build a team, build a big alliance, play events together, those sorts of things. It's a lot more important than the actual gameplay usually. When you look at games like this, what can set them apart is just the interface to communicate. And I think War and Order does a great job with that. Just being able to communicate with your friends, to build an alliance and have of all of those, the options that you have within the alliance to help, and it helps everybody grow. I can't emphasize that enough. I see a lot of people that play the game and they either play alone, and maybe they even spend a lot of money sometimes, but they're playing alone. You're never going to be as good alone as you'll be in a good group of people, good events. I mean, when you get to like Fortress Wars and some of those events like that, the rewards that you get on those events are excellent. And they'll save you a lot of money that you would have spent otherwise. And, and that's part of this thing. Like, you don't have to spend a ton of money. If you're not worried about being, like Bedmass and Panda and some of the people at the top of the game, right? The huge spenders. If you're not going to be one of those, don't overspend, right? Play the long game. Build up slowly. It's okay. Find a good alliance, right? That's one of the things I was looking for when I was looking for a realm was, like, are there the right people to play with? Is it going to be frustrating to play in the realm that we're in? And I've been in realms where it's so frustrating you don't even want to log in. But having the right group of people around you, the right people in the realm, makes all the difference, right? It makes it worth playing. And you don't have to be the big guy. You don't have to be the big spender in the realm to have a lot of fun. Actually, I think sometimes not being that big spender can be a lot more fun. Because at the end of the day, you're not stressed out about overspending. And I know it's really easy to overspend in these games. So you definitely want to do all that you can. I'm going to actually die in this. Oh my goodness. So this is the first time I've died in this. So I'm going to have to kind of play this a couple times to get through this. So I'm actually stuck on 7. I'm up to 8. So that's the 8th one. And this is day 3 in this realm. Again, we have an alliance that's growing. I can show you the rankings here on alliances. We have an alliance. It's good. Tribs, if you guys, I've spoken about him before. He's an excellent leader. Great with events. Has a lot of experience in good realms, good powerful realms. We're in a good spot right here. We have a lot of good people in this alliance. So if you are, looking to start over and kind of want to get in at the start of a realm, it's not too late. This is day 3. We have top is a 22, but that doesn't matter. Try it, join the realm, get up to C10 or 11 or so. Shoot us a message. if you're interested, and we'll try to fit you in, right? As we're expanding through here our tech, we are trying to get up to that point, which we'll have an expansion coming up soon. But we're trying to get as many people in as we can. There's been a lot of interest, a lot of people reaching out. Thank you for all the really good messages about coming back, about things that you've learned from this channel. I hope that you can continue to learn, continue to enjoy the game. I hope I can be a little part of that. Hope I can save you some money to make life less stressful when you're playing games like this. Let me know in the feedback things that you're interested in learning about, things you'd like me to focus on, and I'll be happy to do that for you. With that, take care.